Well, Happy New Year. Welcome to Simulator Sundays. The 5th of January, 2025. It's 84 degrees right where we're sitting here. And we're at the Colton crossing, just, a little west of it by a quarter of an hour or so. We're in UP today because the server cleanup here on the Mateo Community server. We just finished up the yearly cleanup in December. And I didn't look ahead of time. I don't think there is any supply trains already down here in the subdivision, the San Bernardino subdivision. Or sub. So we decided to recrew this Autorack. We're going to go down the BNSF Main Line anyway, so we'll look at the yards as we go by them. But this Autorack's coming up from Tucson. Probably a bunch of Toyotas and stuff down from Mexico, Fords and all that. I don't know what's in it. They're headed over to Long Beach, probably get put on shipping containers or ship on a ship, auto ship. They're going to get sent wherever they go. So, we're at the signal. We are in the San Bernardino sub, barely. Actually, you know, we're right here. we're in the Cajon sub, barely. But we want to come up through here, and then we want to make our way. Let me zoom in a little bit. I'd set this signal right here, just shy of Hobart, as where I wanted to go. This is going to Long Beach. It would really go down BNSF Main 3, but there's also a UP LA yard up here. That's where the destination is right now. So if I need to, I can get over there from here. So that's why I set that signal. Let's look more when we get there. We have a few meets that we'll be dealing with, but as far as the train, T as in Tucson, LA, 05, 2.4 HPT, 5,700 tons, 65 loads, 6,300 feet. So get in. Let's get things ramped up here. Spin it up a little bit. We do have one DPU on the rear. We got two in the lead. Two engines. Uh-oh, there's a green light here. I didn't see that one, so somebody's already coming. This guy right here. So we'll be following another UP train. Currently around the auto yard, so working his way this way. We'll have to wait for him, but let's get in the queue here. .42 is what we're on. They're gonna tell us can't go because you got somebody else coming. I get it, but we're in queue, so hopefully we're next. Plus, since we have an Autorack, we can go 70 miles an hour. Even say anything? Oh, I see. Yeah, I didn't have that on. So switch your line for another train. That's cool. We are just standing by here. We are coming off of the UP main. Right over yonder. So this is the part of the main that goes down towards Beaumont, Palm Springs, down into Tucson. Colton crossing that really, it's there, but it isn't really used. UP doesn't use this much anymore. There's a flyover that goes over all this now. Go see where this guy is. Here he comes, a manifest. Shouldn't take very long. We will be following the whole time though. So he's got dynamics on because it's a little bit slower through there. Get over here, wait, let's see in the meantime. We're on BNSF Main. We'll be following BNSF rules. Let's see if my Firefox does come up. Fixed it. So we are just basically coming off right here. And we'll be dealing with this map. And then the signal rules are following BNSF rules here today. How about if we do that? Now we just wait. Gotta wait. I would have realized that there was a train coming before I would have already requested so I can pull out in front of him. What's up, K Mike? Happy New Year. How are you doing? I went to bed like 8:30 on New Year's Eve. 9 o'clock at the latest, or that's what time I fell asleep. Had before that. Knew the dog would be barking at all the fireworks, so decided to go to bed a little earlier. Plus, I was tired. Sick, still sick. Still got a cough, but it's going away slowly from that damn flu that I had the week before Christmas. She's kind of hanging out with us today. So we're 5515. That's for 5281. Let's see if we can see maybe who that is. That's 7669 is this guy, but you know I can switch those to be able to see the train road numbers. So LJ is saying found out why his system wouldn't load properly. Download everything on his external, but once you swap to C drive, everything worked perfectly good. So it's just the fact that I was on the C drive, huh? What Discord did you join? You're talking about the Mateo Community Discord? Oh, I hear the whistle way back there. See if we do that, we can see things. Reading over the document. So as far as the Mateo community rules, make sure you understand those. Those are the most important, because if you there's only a couple that are, you know, that you get banned for. It's spawning trains and constantly ramming into stuff. So we don't have a lot of rules. The ones that are there are important for the, you know, so the server stays running. And the most important thing for the skills check is really just handling. Just make sure you can nice soft couples and You get that's really the most important thing. We walk you through a lot of the things that most people don't understand, but your train handling, if it's going to be rough, then on a skills check, that means it's going to be rough when you're in the server. We have people that do come in and perform decent on the skills check, and then they get off on their own and they just kind of go and they don't care anymore. So they don't last long. The goal is to make sure that the server is operational for everyone. If people come in and they don't want to follow our rules, or they don't want to be nice to the equipment, then the multiplayer, it reacts rather badly, and the trains disappear and corrupt, and it's just more work for everyone who's trying to keep the server going for you guys. We got 80 IV and Allard Glacius driving that sucker. So we'll start off with a little rail fanning here. Meanwhile, we'll get in here and there we go. Next manifest here. Hey, we're at GS. I'm not sure where GS is for UP. I'm going to be running behind the manifest train, that's for sure. Probably all yellows too. Well, I can go 70. Great if it'll let me pass them though. All right, let's spin her up. I'm not going to get to go anywhere for a minute because about a quarter mile to the signal up there. Got some amps on the rails here. Pretty, what are we at? No grade. Not giving me, because we haven't started rolling yet. What does the weather say? 73. It's actually 84 right here where we're at, literally. Andy on the rear, so we are brakes up. The thing I have engaged right now is the locomotive brakes. Then I get a proceed.
BNSF detector, milepost 6.0, main 2, ambient temperature.
Signal on the right, looks like somebody else coming. I got all reds up here that I'm looking at. Take a look here. And I got nobody, so I'm here, right here, where you can see my mouse. There's nobody coming this way, nobody in San Bernardino at all. This is San Bernardino Yard. It's Colton crossing behind us, and we're gonna come in right through here, so. Just wait for him to clear up there. I don't see anybody, let's see, he left. He's crossing over, and then there's nobody coming this way right now either. So we should be okay. Okay, now I got my signal. See that signal indication for UP 5515. We're doing westbound BNSF Main Line. All right, headlights are bright. I got some spider webs in our whistles here. Doesn't sound like electronic bell, it sounds like mechanical. Check that in a second here. Control F3 on the keypad, that's mechanical. We should be an E-bell. Here, we'll do that one. Yeah, broken also. So our E-bell's broke. Oh, my wiper is blocking you. All right, I didn't, let's see. Let me look at my map here. Here's my, so we're coming off of, right off here. I don't see a speed limit. So we'll go to the next map. There's a detector. All I've got is I've got full track speed ahead of me here in High Grove, so I didn't see a crossover speed on the map either. So I'll keep it below 40. Especially since I have the signal in front of me. Approach is 35. Or not 35, I said 35. I was doing 35. 30 is what I meant. Slowing down to 30 now. Intermediate signal here. So yeah, we're going to be following this train the whole way, probably on approaches. No 70 for us. Autorack, we're not going to get up to speed. What I got up here. So there's my red. We should just park and order some pizza. All right, trying to zoom in here. There's a bridge up here, not a crossing, but we're going to slow down here. You know, I don't really trust any of the delivery places for burritos around here. And I know them all because I live right here to the left. I mean, going to pick them up is one thing, but, you know, have them delivered. So we'll just stroll towards the signal here. Okay, now I got an approach again. We'll ease into it. We'll let that manifest get ahead of us. This might be a longer trip than I thought with that dang thing ahead of us. Anything, we'll those who don't know are going to learn some of what the signals mean. This means, hey, the next light after this is going to be red, and don't go more than 30 miles an hour. And when I say the next light, I mean the next control point, or CP. The next switch, where it switches the main line across tracks, not the... There's intermediate signals in between that react to these. They either have a grade sign or a number plate or something, but absolute signals that are control points have nothing other than the red lights, and we don't cross those. So that yellow light there means that the next control point is going to be red. If it was flashing, it'd mean the next control point would be yellow. Solid yellow like that.
BNSF detector, milepost 6.0, main 1, ambient temperature 72 degrees.
84. That's us, by the way, going over that detector. We're on main 1. We're headed westbound towards Los Angeles. We're currently in Riverside. Broken E-bell. Crossing's coming up rather slowly. All right, so now we got a flashing yellow, which means now we can speed up. We can go up to 40. But we don't want to get too crazy, because the one ahead of that's going to be yellow if we were to speed up too much, and then we'll hit another red. Let's keep the bell going. That's the next crossing coming up here. It's Center Street. Although, does it say that? Yes, it is Center Street on the map. I have the sound down that much? Nope. All right. There's a switchers coming up. I can see them. I'm at 14. Well, actually, you guys are at 1440 as well on the stream. There's a switcher from Porphyry. This is the RCal 0171 switchers. I did not pull those back in after, I think last week I stopped by here and picked up the outbound loads off this siding that were going to Barstow. And I didn't drive those back. So they actually need to go back to Porphyry, but I don't think just the supply train that comes right by here should pick them up. But if it's not in the job post, nobody will. There's a bridge that goes over this now. Columbia. Miles an hour. You can go 50 according to that center. The 50-mile-an-hour speed limit's coming up in a mile because I was at an angle. goes straight across, and that means that at that point, that's that speed limit. I can't blow the spider webs out of here yet. Off a notch by 1 here, so we'll go to notch 3 and watch our speed. But again, we're under the flashing yellow, which is 40 miles an hour. I'm going 40, so now I have to whistle according to the whistle boards, not so much when I want if I'm under 40. See what our signal up here says. If we got a green, we're good to go, but this is our flashing yellow, so we're still at 40 miles an hour, currently speeding. Which it doesn't show us speeding there, but we are speeding. Intermediate signal here. You can see the number board. Number 83 is the mile marker. 8.3. Trying to get her slowed down here. Alright, so it looks like the next one will be a solid yellow. Hard to say based on the map in there. The map that I go to when I hit F3, that just shows the control points. Doesn't show any intermediate signals. If I look at the depot map, then it shows those. Green sign there, the up and down means full speed, but I'm limited by the signal, which is a solid yellow up there. That means I got to slow down to 30 now. And I got a 40 mile an hour restriction anyways. But the signals have me at 30, so I got to go to the slower speed. But the sign, okay, so it just, now it's flashing, so that means I go 40 again. So the signal's saying 40, but also there's a temporary speed restriction based on that yellow sign. That's at an angle. That means in 1 mile I have to do 40 anyways. So we'll come off the dynamic brakes and try to maintain 40. Give it some amperage here. Some amps on the rails. See if we can get it up to 40 because we're almost at 30. And we're just going to be chasing, as LJ said in the beginning, we're just going to be chasing color. We're going to be following, we're not going to have too many clears unless we let that manifest get way ahead of us. So if we were able to go through the streeter cut out straight ahead of me and go down Van Buren basically over to the 15, then we would go right here, cutting off to the right, off BNSF, onto these UP tracks that are right here to the right side. However, in the simulator, they do not have those completed. So as far as grades on the maps, the only thing that show grades on the depot server.com maps are the big passes. So Cajon Pass, and I believe also the Tehachapi Pass might have grade. But as far as just general grade documentation for the route, I have found you know, some BNSF, some outdated timetable documents, timetable books that will have that information, and as you probably already know. But I think the last one I have is like 2017. You can find it if you just Google it, by the way. Just say BNSF timetable or UP timetables. You can find them. But if you do look here, though, it's Control Z on your keyboard, Shift Z. Shift Z changes the thing at the top, your heads-up display. One of the things you can see is your current grade and the direction that you're going. Doesn't help on what you're approaching, but it tells you where you're at now. So trying to maintain speed using that is better than nothing. So here's our speed restriction, temporary speed restriction here, 40 miles an hour for freight, 45 for passenger. Freight's always at the bottom. We get a little help from the curve here. Those slow us down a bit. Resistance on the on our wheels. Trying to just go one notch, but the rail driver's doing its own thing as usual. That's what makes the car slam into the back of me. The rail driver. Thank you, rail driver. Trying to go notch 3. All right, green sign. Full track speed limit, but we are again limited by our signal, aspect signal up here. We have flashing, so flashing yellow, so we can go 40. Maintain 40. Got a text message from AT&T said there's a public safety power shut off in my area. It's probably because we have Santa Ana winds coming next week. Now I got a green. Don't want to get too crazy though, and speed up too much, because then we'll have to start slowing down again. I think the manifest is still in front of us. Speed it up a little bit. Get at least up to 40, 45. Rail driver says notch 5. I said notch 4, but rail driver won this time. DPU just answered notch 5. the industries coming up here on the left. These are all serviced out of Porphyry Yard, which is in Corona. Ahead of us, not behind us. Behind us is BNSF San Bernardino, the intermodal yard, and they do have a couple locals that run out of it. Any cars over there. So 50 miles an hour, or actually 70 should be our max because we don't have any track limits right now. This train can do 70 since it's Autorack, light. But if I get up that fast, it's just gonna shut me down anyways in the signals because the manifest ahead of me. Although I do have a clear. On our way, DP Arlington should be next. Or this should be it here. DP May right before Porphyry will be our next control point. And I'll just maintain, you know, right around 50. I can. After Porphyry, we will have a decent grade going up Santiago Canyon in Orange County. Detector. I have no speed restrictions ahead of me until we get to where we break out into 3 mains at Prado at the county line there. It's 50 miles an hour. It'll clear after that, but going uphill will be 50. On page, looking at page, well, I'm looking at page 5. We're currently on page 6 of the depotserver.com maps for San Bernardino sub. Brooker's Mill right there we're just passing. Right back there. Can't even see the headlights. Kind of. There we go. Alright, back down to 40. Yeah, we're going to be going downhill for a minute right before we go back uphill. See, what do we got up there? All yellow, 30 miles an hour. And we're actually going the wrong way right now. We're speeding up. And now it shows me speeding here because of the signal. It's magenta. And I'm doing boo-boos. Started to put some air on, and then I thought about it, and then I'm going to put some air on. So 10 pounds. We are going too fast, although now we got a yellow, so we can go up to 40. We're 10 over, so we'll bring her down here. Release the air at 48, I guess. Or now 49. I'm currently in idle. Cars in the middle have air on them, so we are dragging some of the cars here. Okay, let's see if I can get there. Because I'm outside looking at it. We choose a car here. Actually, that's pretty good. We already pumped the cars back up. Closer to 40, 42. 40.9 is still 40. I didn't get it there. Oh, I did. Cool. I held F11 while I pushed the left mouse. All right, 40. I am currently going down grade, so about 0.5%, 0.5%. We'll have to watch my speed. Starting to level out a little bit here. I'm up on CP May up here. Porphyry will be the looking at looks like lights. Just how the sun's reflecting off the switch here. Porphyry, one of the first of my yards. Still in Riverside County, coming up on Corona, the last town before we hit Orange County. Coming down through the Anaheim Hills area. Went right in the dynamic brakes, by the way, instead of, well, I was kind of in idle for a minute. Yeah, how close we can keep it to 40. Here's the switch for Porphyry here to come into the yard lead.
BNSF detector, milepost 22.4, main 1, ambient temperature 72 degrees.
And the yard's empty, so supply train still in Barstow, most likely. Switcher's there. I think that's the 141 switcher. There were another set of switchers here that I got rid of because I'm like, so I have the 2 local switchers, you know, basically 4, but 2 sets of switchers. We didn't need one in the yard because it just takes up room, and use those to do sorting. I'm paying attention. I'm doing better on speed. Oh, I hear in this whistle it has a bell in there. Got it clear. Again, we did what we were supposed to do, so we slowed down. Well, let's see, let's get up to 50. Especially since we're going to be climbing a hill pretty soon. Santiago Canyon. Okay, we're going up almost a 0.5% now. Here, my adjustment, the car slamming to me because car going in and then took off the notch. Want one. Hey, rail driver. All right, so this CP Prado coming up. Crossover speed is 50 miles per hour. Doesn't look like we're crossing over. We have a clear. Proceed, so we are going to be on Main 2. This may not be Prado, this may be an intermediate. I'm looking at it better. 2.6 or 26 was that mile marker, yeah, so Prado's at 29, so that's not it. That's not the signal. This is an intermediate signal. 29.4 is the CP. Got a little slow there, huh? Rail driver, work with me. I feel it's actually pulling back away from me a little bit.
BNSF detector, milepost 26.4, main 1, ambient temperature 75 degrees.
I always forget to put it back to the same notch I was before I calibrated it. Let's go to 6. I don't get too crazy coming down Santiago Canyon here, because then we might run in the back of this, not run in the back of the train, but we'll have to stop. Get too close to it. As we're going downhill a little bit here. After this turn, though, this curve under this bridge, we should be going uphill. Like to come into it, be a little hot. Definitely going downhill now. So there's going to be a dip, and then we're going to go straight up. So we're not straight up. It's not cone pass. Again, we can go 70 because we have it clear. So rate is normally at 50 miles an hour, but because we're in Autorack, those Z trains and Autoracks can go 70. I got to clear up there as well so I can maintain that speed. Down the canyon. Currently in Anaheim, Rich County. Guy goes. Is he not up here? Oh, see, it says I'm speed. Oh, because I think the map in here, it didn't say on the rails. Let me get back to my. You see, I'm magenta. Well, I got a red in front of me. There was no. Just remembering now, there is a 45 mile per hour temporary speed restriction up in here. Good clip of the choo-choo going downhill, yeah. A lot of times so we can get a different view. Bringing her down to 45. Again, we had a clear at the intermediate, but the display screen here is showing that we have, oops. We have a yellow here. And we're gonna go right. We have a red. Actually, he's in the red, so in that block, this is going right into the back of him. And here's a temporary speed restriction anyways. 45 and a mile. We'll start slowing down now anyway so we don't rear-end them. Don't have anybody else even coming at us. Just him, this UP train, and us are the only ones right now on the line. That's when, so he went through that one and it dropped there, but yeah, I don't see that. I have this one. We still got a ways to go till we hit that signal. Got flashing yellow coming up here. Almost at, well, below the requirement, 40. What's up, Desjen? Deuce Jensen. They just switched to clear. These signals are weird. They'll be flashing yellow even though if there's nobody on the tracks. I think we got another 2 miles of the main here. A lot of people who mention this versus Train Sim World, you know, Train Sim World, I don't know how accurate the distances are. But I do know that from San Bernardino, where we started, like right at the Colton crossing, to we already passed Porphyry, that's about 14, 15 miles. And it's like legitimate in the sim. It takes about the same amount of time to drive as it does like in real life as it does to do it in the simulator. Granted, we're going faster too in cars, so the distances are pretty close to accurate. And the whole time, I mean, there's no loading screens, no nothing. So those who want to mention the graphics are better in Train Sim World, I agree with you, but as I've mentioned many times, it's only like 20 feet off the tracks as all those graphics are, and then there's nothing. And you can't simply just fly from one location to the other. You can run the whole route, which is like 13 miles or whatever, but this is hundreds of miles. .45 right here. Yeah. Here the Autoracks pushing in the back of the locomotives. There's the rear of the train back there, right over there. All right, we'll proceed here. Immediate. Now we're in the backside of Anaheim here. Santiago Canyon area, I think. Coming up in a like Tuscon. Got DPU error, but that's because of the hills. Losing radio signal to it, but it's back. I'm gonna try to stay around 50 again. If I overrun this train in front of me, I'm just gonna get stuck at a light. So. One thing the developer got really correct, to see the bridge coming up on us and there's that like bright green, that's legit. That's because those are iron beams underneath there and they paint it with an anti-corrosion paint. Control point here, it looks like, and we got a clear. Track speed's 50, we're at 49 somehow. Yeah, I don't see it clearing up. Little ballpark sighting coming up here after Fullerton Depot. Yeah, 67 gas station, like 76, just not. There aren't too many of those around anymore. Not down here anyways. A clear ahead as well, so we are maintaining speed.
BNSF detector milepost 38.0 main 1. No defects. Repeat,
That's good.
No defects.
Always detects defects, at least if I'm going uphill.
Train speed 48 mph. Ambient temperature 66 degrees. Out.
80 degrees right now. Well, I don't know about here. We're kind of in the mountain, Anaheim. Or Fullerton, actually, this is Fullerton. There was a plane crash there the other day. Went through the roof. It crashed the roof. It had just taken off, and I guess circling around the land. And father and his teenage daughter didn't make it. This cutoff right here goes down to San Diego to the left. I hope they connect both the Streeter up through the backside of LA there for UP, and then San Diego. That would be great. In Orange County, you know, finish Orange County to San Diego. And even then they could cut down from West Colton down through Palm Springs down to Phoenix for UP. I know they're working on the Modesto area. Who doesn't want to go down to San Diego? All right, so we're currently in Fullerton, Buena Park area. Working our way to Fullerton Airport. I don't think we passed it yet. Be coming up here on the left. Just before we hit La Mirada, which is in the LA County. Give another notch there to maintain our speed, slowing down a little too much. Go up another one then. Got a 40 restriction of 40 here in about 3 miles. We are going uphill just slightly. Got a clear signal. Buttons weren't working. Let's see. Let's turn our step lights on. It's starting to get dark.
BNSF detector level 43.3 main on ambient temperature 69 degrees.
I see if they're on. I don't look like they're on. Oh, they're turned on. Got a 40 restriction and 1.3 current track speed 50. For ballpark siding, we can technically go 70 again. Somebody said burritos a little bit ago. What's up, lazy? While we were waiting for Manifest to pass us, Hey Mike suggested we order some burritos to go. Well, not in that area. You never know what you're gonna get. comes our 40 mile an hour restriction. We're currently 52. Oh, that's 50 there. What does it say? Oh, 40 and point. So with 50 there, and then you got like 0.3 miles to jack the brakes to get down to 40. We're working on it right now. There's the 40. Little yellow signs here. Well, no, it says 50 as well. Yeah, see, the HUD don't match tracks. Well, we are getting closer to our destination. We want to make sure that we're being routed correctly. Remember, I did select this piece of track here has a little green outline over it. So that's where I want to stop, or at least get the signal here. I'm currently here. Running through the back. I'm cleared through the back of this guy at La Mirada. Ballpark siding's coming up. Fullerton station there for Metrolink / Amtrak. Who's paying? Are you paying burritos for everyone? About $10 a burrito now, and about the size of your wrist. Whereas in the old days, it used to be the size of your thigh for $10 or $8, $6, something. We're not carrying the burritos. We don't have enough power. You only have 2 engines on the front, 1 on the back. So if we're carrying these big ass burritos, I guess if they were Taco Bell, we'd have enough power for that because they'd shoot right through anyways. I remember you go to like Miguel's, was a local fast food place, and you'd order a burrito and it'd be the, the size of your thigh. It'd be like $2. Bean and cheese burrito, $2. Now for $10, you get one that's the size of, again, your forearm. I mean, isn't bad, but still, $10. Started stream at 3 today, by the way. This is the last weekend of regular season NFL football. Next weekend are the playoffs start, so obviously my Cowboys are out. I still watch football. I also watch UFC on Saturdays. But I don't know what time the game's coming on next week, so there should be like 2 games on Saturday, 2 games on Sunday for the next 2 weekends. So again, just if you subscribe. I don't know how. I guess YouTube's cleaning something up. I lost 146 more subscribers in the last 30 days, it says. But whatever. Bye, Felicia. I only want the people that come here and are interested in watching. Don't subscribe unless you want to know when I'm live, and so you can come and hang out, have fun with us. But just subscribe to subscribe, that's not what we're looking for. So maybe that's what those 147s were. I have no idea. It's weird when you see that number, you're like, holy smokes, almost 150 people just got wiped off basically the face of a channel. I don't know what that's all about. All right, so we got a 40 mile an hour slowdown here. Not really into how many people subscribe anyways. Again, I got 14 of you watching right now on Sunday evening, so thank you very much for being here. Much appreciated. If there's any if you have any suggestions or anything that makes sense, let me know and I'll listen to you. May not do it, but I'll listen. I don't know what that symbol means. Is it just a emote or thing? Oh, NorCal stream. Like I said, I may listen. I played a little bit. I did a little bit with the hump yard yesterday, and I thought about doing it some NorCal tonight, but again, I don't. So NorCal, it's either work the yard, right? Because the locals kind of, there's one local right there. I haven't learned the locals yet. Or it's drive the train over the hill, and that takes too many hours. I only do 2 hours max. All I can get done a week is this 2-hour stream on Sundays. So I try to gear everything towards that time frame. Whereas when I did it before, I did half the trip, had to stop, and the next week I continued that. So and since there was no local work here because the supply trains just got turned back on in Mateo, I basically spawned this Autorack here, and it's going to go off map. So well, it's going to LA, it says, but I can send it anywhere I want. But yeah, that's why I limit or I don't seek too much new stuff, because I have to learn it all, and I haven't had time in the last year to do any of that. Still trying to get rid of this other house that I have when I was passed down to me. Well, I'm paying for it, but and Sunday's my only day off, really. Try to enjoy it, and I share it with you guys that come here to watch. What I do for my day off is play some Run 8. 2 hours. I think I can go like 70 again, right? That's getting dark out here, so no, track speed's 50. Says right there, speed limit sign. 50 is not 36 though, so maybe we can speed up a little bit. Take a look here where we're going. So we are gonna get routed up through the Los Nidos kind of main one up here, which means we finally shake this guy, get out of his dust. Got some ideas for some videos that I wanted to do. Of course, they'd be videos, not live streams. Just on some of the updates, some of the information that we had before in Run 8, and I just time frame. Lazy does a whole bunch of those tutorials. There's been a lot of questions that I see asked constantly that I'd like to put down in video format so I don't have to answer them every single time. Hey, go watch the video. Well, here's La Mirada. It's going to be pretty empty as well. Wanted one notch, I got two, so I'm going to notch 5. For these guys, this must be left over from the, they didn't make it out. They're going back to Barstow. I mean, you guys do see I'm driving yellow today, right? Not orange like I normally do. I do see a green signal, barely, right there. Barely see it right there, past whatever that pole or whatever is. All right, here's some of our local switches for La Mirada. Telling me what, oh, there you go. Green. There's 81 and 6061, and then we got two more over here. Standing by, ready to get busy. And the supply train arrives. Dumps off some loads here in La Mirada. There's 4 locals that run out of La Mirada, so that's a busy place. Okay, the step lights are on finally. Whistle board. See, we got a yellow over green. We're going to be switching tracks. Don't exceed 50. I had that wrong. I was thinking it was a diverging approach. That's why I have the signal rules up. All these industries are going to be requiring cars pretty soon, or they actually require cars now. I've already put an order in with Barstow though, so all these yards down here should have supply trains ready to go or arriving soon. Take a look at the board here and make sure that we are still being routed. We're going to be routed up here at CP Commerce, basically the fuel station. We want to come into this signal. I think I can actually go here now. We're going to circle over right here, but I can't select this switch, or I can't select this piece of track because the switches are here. I'll have to go to the closest one, which is this, or the signal where it'll let me select the track. Kind of a weird zoom level. Now we're going uphill a little bit. I'm like, why are we slowing down so much? Up there's a diverging clear. Red over green. Right there, we can go. Our speed restriction is lifted. We can go as fast as the train is allowed to go. But straight ahead, I got yellow over green. Means you're on a proceed, but we are going to be diverging over to main 1. And that will be, let's see, we got a couple miles to go. They'd like try to catch up to this guy now, huh? See what we can get out of it. This track speed is 50, but the train I'm driving should be 70. It says right there, overspeed 70. La Mirada, I think, into Los Nitos. We're on the main 1. Slightly going uphill. I'm in notch 8, so I'm giving her all she's got, but not accelerating too quickly. 5 miles a minute. Guys past the crossing there.
BNSF detector milepost 154.3 main 1.
Speed limit detectors.
7 degrees.
Oops. Palm of my hand hit the keyboard. Turn on the light. This is a nice light in here. This one isn't too bright. It says speed limit's 50. Double crossing there. Oh, that's train tracks. Los Nitos, the UP crossing. There's a set of Los Needles right here. Maybe we speed up a little bit. A little too slow. Crossing right here is under construction. Take a look again at the main board there. Let's see if we can update our signal that we want to go to. Actually, if we go there, yeah, I can get past. Let's ask. We change the click the different spot. We asked for this one. Maybe he'll route us to the next one. We'll see. I think once we get here, we'll stop and we'll let it head north. Change the destination. From LA to we'll send it up north to Roosevelt or Sparks. Done. I don't know what that's going to do to Otto. He might piss him off. We're still too many signals out for him to update us, but at least we're in the queue. A flashing yellow coming up. Pull it down to 40. Which medium? Oh, we can actually pass this signal at 50 if we wanted to, but the one following it should be at 40. We're okay. See all the people joining multiplayer and leaving. Wish too you can deploy the mirrors on your lead. Be cool. Here's Commerce. I don't know if I got did I get the broken cars out of the, got all the locomotives out. Need to request some more back. Yep, I got all the cars out of there. Out of the rip yard. I think there's some locomotives there. Start our descent and speed. Still not going to give me that signal, huh? Ask him again. Gonna get all mad. Your red signal won't hurt you? Oh, well, if we're waiting forever. Especially when we don't need it. We should be at 30. We hit this at 45. Now he's dismissed me, even though we want to go here. In the block, he should acknowledge us. Yep, so we got acknowledgement. He'll give us one more signal. There we go. That's how we use auto correctly. If he doesn't give you what you want, you just keep trying. We got 2 more signals. We got LAC Yard, BNSF Hobart. Ready for some intermodal outbound from the Port of Long Beach. Well, I was going to bring the Autoracks at first and then decided, oh, I'll put them over in there's a UP yard. It's LA, which is right next to us. So this is BNSF and the UP yard's right next to it. There's in this track here, there's like a cut around, like you can go over to it. We can interchange back and forth. And I was going to take it over there, but then I was like, you know, no, we'll just we'll send it up north. And about a mile or so, I think we got the signal. Get a notch in so we can make it to the signal. We don't have to get all the way to it, but we want to get closer. Clear our rear end out of the ones behind us. We know it's coming, so we don't want to wait till the last minute to slam on the brakes. Too far away. Or away from it. Pretty flat here. Going up a little bit. It says 0.5. I don't know if that's true because pretty flat. We'll hold at 15 here for a minute. Stop before we go through the reds. Yeah, this is the lead track here, and this is what I was looking at of going around over to. I'm gonna go right through here, get over to here so we can go around like this. This is the UP yard. Problem is, we would have had to pull in onto this track because there's no way to get over to it from here. And actually, not even that one. No, we would have had to go through the yard. Oh, so good choice, beer. All right, let's come off the notch and let's come to a nice controlled stop. Use air on the cars to slow us down. Locomotive brakes now on. Release the brakes and we'll recrew right here. So the van with the new crew shows up. They're gonna swap out here. And Sparks is in the tag, so it's from Tucson to Sparks. It's an Autorack. This is the recrew point for me. So we'll send it over to AI. Thank you so much for watching. We'll rail fan on the way out here, as we usually do. Like Artie's got it. We'll see you back here next Sunday for some more Simulator Sunday. Again, I don't know what time we'll be on, so keep an eye on the YouTubes. And if you're interested on Wednesday, I'll be doing some Twitch, 5 p.m. on the West Coast. Thanks so much. I'm done talking. I'll see you next week.